Good afternoon, butterflies. This is the Awakened Butterfly, and I am back with another video. If this is your first time coming across my channel, please stay for the entire video. If you enjoy the content, please don't hesitate to subscribe to my channel. I hope everyone is having a blessed and amazing day. I hope everyone's continuing to take care of themselves mentally, physically, and spiritually. I really appreciate all of the love and support that I have received from you guys, all of my day one butterflies, as well as my newcomers. Welcome to the channel. Guys, as you can tell by the title of this video, I will be discussing the desensitization in our society. And I will also be discussing the one chip challenge. The one chip challenge is the main topic surrounding this video. Before I get into this video, I would like to give a special shout out to mytimes.com, cbsnews.com, TikTok, and mikeyversusfoods.com as my credible sources. Guys, for any of you that have watched this video that is showing on the screen right now, a few months ago, I posted this video discussing the mental, physical, and spiritual dangers behind the hot chip challenges. If you haven't watched this video, please do so when you get a chance. There's a popular social media trend, guys, that I'm pretty sure you all have seen and heard about, called the Pocky One Chip Challenge. It involves eating the chip and seeing how long you can hold out without eating or drinking anything to suppress the heat. The 2021 version of the chip is red, and the 2022 version of the chip is blue, both containing Carolina Reaper and Scorpion chili peppers. The 2023 version of the chip is green, and it contains Carolina Reaper and Naga Viper pepper. The Carolina Reaper is known as the world's hottest pepper, being a cross between a habanero pepper and the Naga Viper pepper. The Carolina Reaper contains 2.2 Scoville heat units. The Scorpion chili pepper contains 1.2 Scoville heat units, and the Naga Viper pepper contains 1,382,118 Scoville heat units. Guys, these chips also contain capsaicin, which is a chemical extract of chili peppers. It causes a numbing, burning sensation and has been known to be used in pepper sprays and topical pain medications. It is also known to cause serious health problems with consumption, known as throat pain, trouble with breathing, esophageal damage, and heart problems. Now, the warning label does indicate how it is not intended for children and for adult use only. It also warns people to not eat the chip if they have difficulty consuming spicy foods. It also advises people that they shouldn't touch their eyes after touching the chip. And it also advises people to seek medical attention if they experience issues with breathing, extended nausea, and fainting. Now, many who have participated in these challenges have reported nausea, vomiting, stomach pain, shortness of breath, and even fainting. With all of the negative experiences, guys, associated with the One Chip Challenge, you would think many would shy away from it, but it seems to have become more of a trend than ever. And although it advises children not to consume this chip, you mainly see children and teenagers consuming these chips, and more than anything, you see teenagers and adults participating in these challenges. I'm about to play some clips for you guys, and I'll be right back.
You like spicy?
Hey, yeah, hell yeah.
So this ain't nothing. Hey, how you feeling right now?
Man, it's hot, my boy.
Why you tripping? I thought you gonna show them how to do it. Hey, rate it 1 through 10, how hot it is.
Boy, that shit hot.
No. 1 through 10, though.
Eat it.
1 through 10. Hey, I thought you gonna show them how to do it.
Everybody looking for milk.
Ready for the other one? Would you ever do it again?
Right, no.
So I got the Pocky one chip challenge, and something you may not know about me is I have a very low tolerance of heat. Like even hot sauce, I'm like, this too spicy. And apparently this chip is like dang hot, like hot chip. My mama didn't raise no failure. I'm just gonna do this challenge. I got this paper towel since I didn't have gloves. Since apparently if this like dust gets on your fingers, it like burns your hand. This could be my last video. This really could. This is the smallest chip I've ever seen in my life. I feel like I'm picking up dog mess. Ew. That's like, oh my god, it got on my lip. That's freaking nasty. Okay, I just swallowed. Oh my god. Let me get some milk. Let me get some milk. I can't get out by that way. Well, this was a freaking mistake. This is my last yogurt. It just feels like pain. I'm probably gonna regret posting this video. Apparently some people throw up doing this challenge. Luckily, I'm not a vomiter. I almost threw up, but I'm 95% sure this yogurt was expired. This is freaking gonna make me break out. Pocky challenge successful. Note to self, next time I'm gonna do it with gloves since it definitely burned like my skin.
Like that.
Really? Yeah. Do I call 911? Milk, drink milk. You have to drink milk. I know what you feel.
I need to go to the hospital right now. I'm telling you. Bro, the pain is bad.
Okay, drink milk. Okay.
I need to go to the hospital right now.
Oh, it's not a
break. Press call is not a break.
That's because we ate something very spicy and her stomach's in pain right now. Yeah, if you could come as fast. Or wait, maybe if you throw up, you'll be good. We ate a spicy chip challenge. I don't know if you heard of it. It's called the one chip challenge, and we ate it and she got like a stomach ache. She needs to throw up, so I want to see if I don't want to send an ambulance and then she feels better after she throws up. Oh, my stomach's hurting too now. What the fuck? Oh my god. You come and just check on her, or do you have to take her to the hospital if you come? Okay. Oh my god, bro. Bro, I feel it right here, bro. Oh my god, bro. Oh.
We drink milk?
God, my stomach, bro. Ow, I need to cramp up. Ah. I feel like they're stabbing my stomach. I care about myself, I care about bitches, bro.
Now lately, guys, these chips has caused an uproar, but not for a good reason. A 14-year-old boy has met his demise from consuming this chip during a one chip challenge. I'm about to play these clips for you guys and I'll be right back.
Oh my God, it's so painful.
It was tough for her to talk about, but the mother of 14-year-old Harris Waloba wanted desperately to get the message out. She picked him up from Doherty High School Friday after a call from the nurse saying he had eaten a spicy tortilla chip and fainted.
When I went there, he was laying down, and I said, what was that? What was the chip he ate? And this is why he showed me.
It was an internet image of the Pocky brand 2023 One Chip Challenge. In this box, a single chip labeled Carolina Reaper and Naga Viper Pepper. Within hours, his mother says he passed out again at home, went to the emergency room, and died.
I hope, I pray to God, I'm a parent, will go through what I'm going through. I don't want to see anybody hurting the way I'm hurting. I miss my son so much. I miss him so much.
The family is waiting for a cause of death from the Massachusetts medical examiner's autopsy, but they are convinced it was the chip that made their son sick, a healthy basketball player with no known allergy.
No pre-existing condition, not to my knowledge.
It's the subject of a social media challenge. On the back of the package, a warning label says keep out of reach of children. But we found the chips in a store about 10 minutes from Wallaba's school. The clerk warned us to be careful. According to the National Capital Poison Center, it contains capsaicin, which typically causes mouth and throat pain but can also result in more serious health problems. His parents now begging the chips be taken off store shelves.
We've been having sleepless nights, especially when I look at him. He's not going to come back anymore.
We did reach out to the company, Pocky. We have not heard back at this point. Meantime, this community is really rallying around the family. A local church has planned a basketball fundraiser this weekend to help pay for funeral expenses.
Now, according to CBSNews.com, the Pocky One Chip Challenge has been pulled from the shelves since the demise of 14-year-old Harris Waloba. He passed away 6 hours after participating in the challenge. I'm going to play this clip for you guys, and I'll be right back.
Packy's One Chip Challenge has been pulled from all shelves after the death of a teenager. Police were called to a Massachusetts home on September 1st where they found 14-year-old Harris Woolabar unresponsive. His family said he'd eaten one of the chips earlier that day at school and he was later pronounced dead in hospital. While authorities are still determining the cause of his death, it's led to an outpouring of concern with Harris's family blaming the challenge. The chip is made with Carolina Reaper and Naga Viper peppers and comes individually wrapped in a coffin-shaped box. It has a warning that it's made for intense heat and pain. The packaging instructs you to wait as long as possible before drinking or eating anything, and then to post your reaction to social media. It states that it's only for adults, but that hasn't stopped kids. 3 students from a Californian school were recently admitted to hospital, and there's even been reports of adults being hospitalized, some getting lasting stomach cramps and diarrhea. Packy said it was deeply saddened by the death of Harris. The chip manufacturer said while the product adheres to food and safety standards, it would be pulling the chip due to more teenagers and adults failing to heed the warnings. The chip has now joined the list of social media challenges which have ended up having devastating outcomes.
Now, I would like to send condolences to the Waloba family. I also like to send a special prayer to the family for strength and healing during this challenging and unfortunate time. Although the chip contained many warning labels, one being not intended for children, it does not prevent our youth from getting a hold of these chips. If it's intended for adults only, why are children and teens not ID'd before purchasing these chips? Well, teenagers, because, children, they don't have IDs, but teenagers, they're able to obtain IDs by the time they're 15 for job and driving permitting purposes. So I really feel that small children should not even be able to purchase things unsupervised anyway. And teenagers should be ID'd before purchasing these products. And guys, these things are happening all in all because truthfully, our society is desensitized. And I want to go over the box that the chip is contained in. Now, when you look at the box, it has a skull head with a snake wrapped around it. And then it has the snake's body protruding from one eye, which to me, that is an occult, is a representation of occult symbolism. Now, the box is in the shape of a casket, and it tells you what to expect inside of the box when eating the chip. Now, the first step says it has a snake representing the level of experiences that you will feel. Now, the first step says strike to the mouth, and it shows an image of a snake striking as if it's about to attack someone. The second step says senses recoil, and it shows an image of the snake's body in a coiled circle. The next step says Viper hyperhypnosis, and it shows the snake eyes in a hypnotic state. The next step says abdomen attack, and it shows the snake wrapped around the image of someone's gut. And the last step says serpent spiral, and it shows several snake heads spinning in a circle. Now, on the other side of the box, there's a Grand Reaper with a message coming from his mouth saying, "Any last words?" And you guys know what that means. Also, I came across this website called MikeyVersusFoods.com, explaining how the Pocky Chip website has been testing individuals by advising them to wait a whole hour after consuming the chip before drinking or eating anything. They're also advising people to send in their videos, and they're posting them on social media. The actual Pocky website are posting people's challenges on their page. And they're calling the ones who can stand the challenge invincible, and the ones who can't powerless. Due to the fact that society has a big influence on many of us, especially our children and teenagers, it doesn't surprise you why many are participating in these challenges as if they're, as if they're trying to prove to the next that they can withstand the pain from the chip. It's also urging people to hurry. The website, the Pocky website, guys, is also urging people to hurry and purchase the chip before, because there were only a limited amount. Now, this was before they were pulled from the shelves. Let me say that. And the website that I saw, a lot of people were selling the chips for $35. I know in the stores, they're probably usually about $10, but when things are supply and demand, you never know how much people will pay for them, if they want them that bad. Guys, they're putting it right in our faces at this point. Desensitizing society to Satan's schemes. Keeping people entertained with social media trends, obsessed with being popular, likes, views, going viral, trying to turn our youth, into demons trying to have them in a demonic state by heavy social media usage, influence, and even new age spiritual beliefs. Adults, children, and teens are all at risk for the devil's schemes. And he constantly oppresses the Most High's teachings in the Bible by creating desensitizing tactics to trick society into accepting his wickedness. And these chips are demonic, guys, and they are part of the desensitizing schemes that has been placed on modern society. Satan's kingdom is scorching hot. He knows that he and his minions will dwell there forever, and he is trying to take as many people with him as possible. And he does it through lies, deception, and manipulation, as we all know. And it seems like he's trying to bring hell's experience to earth through things that we may view as normal and innocent, like through clothing that sometimes may have demonic symbolism on them, and you may not know what it means, and you just think it's a design and you're wearing it. A lot of the music, it has explicit lyrics, and it speaks of the S word and violence. And I'm pretty sure, and it even speaks of drugs. And I know that we all love music, and it's very entertaining, and they know that as well. So they do use the music as a very big weapon against us, because they know that it's something that's hard for us to pull away from, because it's been a part of our culture for so long, for our whole life. But we have to fight against the temptation in order to avoid the wickedness, guys. And I know it's hard. It's easier said than done. A lot of the foods that we eat, especially with these extremely hot foods that replicate the closest feeling to the pits of the dark kingdom, open portals that allows demons to enter your mind, body, and spirit. That's what these things are being used for, to open portals. Something demonic takes place, guys, when people consume, these chips. And the Most High can use you to do good works. And in the same, at the same time, if not careful, Satan can use you to do his evil works as well. And he used the people that produce these chips to do his evil works. And I'm not trying to judge anybody, but it is what it is. But he only can use you depending on your spirit and mindset. It's all, it all depends on the spirit and mindset of the person. Now, let's see what the Most High has to say about desensitization. Romans chapter 1, verse 28 says, "And since they did not see fit to acknowledge God, God gave them up to a debased mind to do what ought not to be done." The world being desensitized, participating in things that will cause them great harm, that could possibly cause others great harm, could bring great harm to society, and it's still being pushed because people are not acknowledging God. Just looking at that box alone should raise a lot of people's discernment, but it doesn't. Because people are desensitized to what Satan is trying to do. And that's what he wants. He wants everyone to put their discernment to the side and just live, wild and free. Just do whatever they feel is right and not what's right in the eyes of the Lord. And that's what enables him to use people to do his, wicked works. And in 1 John chapter 2, verse 16, it says, "For all that is in the world, the desires of the flesh and the desires of the eyes and pride of life, is not from the Father, but is from the world." So all of these things, these one chip challenges, all these things are of the world. They are not of the Most High. He has nothing to do with it. That's why there's usually so many detrimental outcomes when these type of things take place. Just like the challenge with the crates, when people were stacking the crates and they were recording people, seeing how far they could go without falling. That's not the works of the Most High. Look at the results of these things. People were really hurting themselves from trying to accomplish this crate challenge. And a lot of times they're doing it for either a little money or nothing at all, just to prove a point, just to get, to become trending on social media, because that's the type of world that we live in now. And I'm not saying anything against the young man who met his demise, because he is a young man and he's being influenced by our society. Just like a lot of other teenagers, our youth are being influenced by society, and it's being pushed through adults. That's why it's very important that we try and be a better example for our youth as far as the things that they see us take place in. Because children and teenagers are sponges. They soak up everything that we do. We influence them. And this is even when, as us as parents try and do the right thing by our children, they still have to go out into that world. You have to go out into this world, and there's so much influence out there that although we can do all we can as parents, we still have to pray extra hard and stay on our children to make sure that they don't fall into the temptation of the world. Be set apart, guys. Never feel the need to fit in, because majority of this world is following darkness and they don't acknowledge God. And the reason why I'm saying that is because it's showing in people's actions. You know, you see every time you turn on the television, on social media, you see something tragic taking place. And it's like no one's thinking anymore. People are hurting each other. You know, they're following the wicked ways of others and they're taking no accountability. It's a lot of violent, narcissistic behavior going on around here. And I'm just being very honest. And like I said before, this has no way, shape, or form, you know, bashing anyone who participated in the One Chip Challenge. This is talking about, I'm coming at it from a more of a spiritual point of view. The influence, it seems that Satan has more of an influence on our society than the Most High does. And that's what I'm actually speaking on. You see more iniquity than you do people operating through the spirit of the Most High. And that's why there's so many wicked things taking place. And the more desensitized society becomes, the more the evilness presents itself. It's almost as if Satan's just standing right there in front of your face now. It's just that real, guys. That's why it's very important to pray to the Most High to keep you set apart and to keep you away from wickedness. And in Romans chapter 12, verse 2, it says, do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind, that by testing you may discern what is the will of God, what is good and acceptable and perfect. The Most High does not want us to be of this world. This world is very corrupted. He wants us to be set apart. Being set apart is by not following the ways of the wicked. Many can be influenced, many can be deceived, many can be manipulated. We all can, and we all have been. And even when we use our discernment, we still can be deceived. That's why we have to continuously pray for discernment and pray for the Most High to guide us, because the devil is very busy. But as long as we keep a relationship with God, He will shed light, truth, and clarity on anything that we're going through, and He will guide us through it. I love you guys very much. I really do. I hope that this video helps someone. Please don't hesitate to like this video, share this video. I would really appreciate it. Guys, I really would appreciate if you become more active in the comment section. Let me know how you feel about some things. I would really love to know your opinion. It really means a lot. I love you guys so much, and until the next video, peace and blessings.